Hello everyone, Espurr here. Now, what is today's game on Rainmaker Brine Water where we're watching the sploosh. Looking at the comps, okay, no, actually no, it's not Your team actually kind of is pretty lacking on paint. You got two blasters, you're the only one who can really... You and the 52 can paint well, but your kind of paint isn't really going to be on your team. But that might have to change due to the comp that you're running. Regardless, we'll see how things go. Break your Rainmaker really fast because you're a sploosh, and you go back for your hammer. Okay, so you went back for a hammer, and because the rest of your team fought, you basically left them in a 3v4. Okay, let's see. Do you... you get it. Nice. Okay, here's what I want to mention. I wouldn't recommend going in for pop and then going back to get your hammer. You either go in for the pop or you go in for your specials. One or the other. If you get pop, you push with it. You go. Because that pop gave you a lot of turf that you can push up with. So if you don't, you're basically just going to be giving the enemy's team a little bit special. Which isn't ideal, but... yeah. Let's see. It seems like you're playing for your stamps a fair amount. You... Wait, you got him? You got him, nice. Your stamp throw has been on point, well done. Alright, let's see. You're gonna try to go in, but then you back off. So it would have been a bad idea to go in. Not a bad idea, but not a good idea to go in, but what I want to mention is that you're... Okay, so no, go in now. Go in deep, go in now. And you're just gonna die. Yeah, so what Sploosh wants to do is it wants to be right in the enemy space as soon as possible. That's how you properly play the rat thing. You try to take away attention, get yourself as deep as you can, and, you know, if the enemy's looking at you, they're not looking at the rest of your team. You should be able to take this guy out. There you go. That was funny. What are you gonna do? Toss. Oh, sad. Now, let's see, you should be able to get them out. There we go. Yeah, it kind of feels like you aren't really playing a sploosh. It more so feels like you're playing just a random shooter with a bomb. Or a random short-range shooter with a bomb. With a good special. So, like, T-Tech or Splash. All around, like, you're... Okay, what is the Rainmaker doing? You're kind of just throwing now. Man, that guy actually just threw... Yeah, no, they actually did just throw. Oh, whatever, let's see. Wait. Okay, that should not have... Okay. That was a really bad idea. I'm gonna tell you. The reason why is if the 96 was playing a weapon that actually, you know, was accurate, they would have immediately just pre-fired you. Actually, they were pre-firing you. It just didn't work because they missed. Because of the inaccuracy of the weapon. Regardless, though, I think a better idea would have been to just go in for the kill and then get it. Because they'd be shooting at the Rainmaker, not you. Whatever, though. Yeah, you have to let him get the check. There's nothing you can do. You can try going through mid and forcing yourself in, but I don't know. You're pretty close to your special. You seem pretty confident in your stamp throws. That might be fine. But, like, Sploosh is just really bad at playing... No, not really bad. It just can't play any sort of, like, neutral or whatever type thing. It can only really play advantage. Or, like, not really advantage, but, like, when it has the momentum, it does really well. When it doesn't have momentum, it's kind of eh. And when I say momentum, I mean, like, your team is actively pushing and moving forward. Now, let's see. Trying to go in? Like, here. You see? See you trying to push it? There's someone behind you, you know that, right? Well, whatever. Yeah, so try to go in. You can't. You're just gonna die if you don't. You had a stamp. You could have tried forcing something. Like, at least go for, like, a snipe or something like that. Maybe you could try rushing in, but that probably would have gotten you killed. Would have been better to just go for the hammer throw. Overall, when things slow down for a sploosh, it becomes difficult to push in. And that's why, what is it? That's more or less why you're having trouble, like, pushing past 53. Like, that's not a lot of points. Like, one, you're not really playing sploosh how, you know, a sploosh should be played. You're playing it like a typical short-range shooter with a bomb. But also, because you're playing in that way, you're kind of playing into one of its weaknesses, which is it's not very good at playing the skirmish game. It can't, once things slow down and your team loses momentum, it can't really do anything. It can't really, yeah, it doesn't do anything unless it's right in the enemy's face. So what you want to do with sploosh is you want to be pretty much forcing your way in, making sure you have QR to mitigate the effects of dying. They won't be eliminated. Dying will still matter. It'll still be bad if you die, but it'll make it matter less. You also want to make... I do want to stress, though, that there is a fine line between playing for QR and just outright feeding. You did have QR. You probably have that idea, but you just weren't playing around it. You're playing around your stamps, which isn't the best idea with sploosh. Stamp isn't really a special worth playing around, in my opinion. Regardless, though, I think there are two good options for you, to be honest. Because you're playing like a short-range shooter with a bomb, it might not be a bad idea to play like that. It seems like you also have a lot of fun with stamps, so, or at least good at stamp throws. If you want, I'll give you some suggestions if you do want to look for a weapon change. If you like stamps, Splatana Wiper would be good. If you like the general play style that you were playing, you could probably get away with like T-Tech or V-Shot, something like that. If you want to stick with sploosh, then what you need to do is you need to be hard aggressing. Because if sploosh isn't hard aggressing, it's being hard useless, really. But that'll be it for today. See y'all.